Hi, I'm Alan Jones, Executive Editor for Boating World Magazine. Well, today I'm with Dan Robinson. How you doing, Dan?
Doing great.
Sunchaser on the Sunchaser DS 22. Now, this is an entry-level boat, but I'll tell you what, a lot of times you see companies, you know, they make the boat look cheap on purpose. You guys didn't do that here, or what are we looking at here?
Well, we spent a lot of time in designing this boat. The value class has gotten more and more competitive, and you're right, there's a lot of cheap boats out there. This isn't one of them. From the get-go, we designed the substructure on a 8.5-foot platform with 25-inch diameter pontoons. A lot of our competitors using smaller pontoons, using 8-foot decks. The other big advantage of this boat is it's a true 22-foot deck. Most of our competitors are trying to sell a 20 or 21-foot boat with an extended engine pod as a 22-foot boat, where our goal is to sell the customer a true 22-foot by 8.5-foot boat.
Right. Now, one of my favorite things is the upholstery on this boat. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, our gang in the upholstery shop did a great job. When we designed it, we said we wanted to have a lot of room, we wanted to have a classy looking boat, yet we wanted to have a lot of floor space and comfortable seats. Well, sometimes comfortable seats and having a lot of floor space don't come together, they don't jive together. Well, these guys were able to make very thick bolsters, very comfortable seats, I think. How about you?
Oh, it's great.
And then they tapered back where your legs go, creating a huge dance floor in the middle of the boat. So they did achieve the goal of having a lot of space and comfortable seats.
I see you've met my family. A dance party tends to break out on pontoon boats on a regular basis. We'll have to borrow one.
Very good.
But talking about the seating, I love the recline that you guys have achieved on these recliners. Did a really good job on that. And one of the things I like is the tasteful accents that you've done too. It's not garish at all.
Thanks. They do a great job. They chrome plate the speaker cover, so it's got a little bit of a bling factor to it. We have chrome bezeled cup holders in every storage spot. And we also, in making the Swiss Army knife of interiors, they were able to put a changing room that pops up out of this helm right here.
Why don't you show it to me?
That'd be great. Simply, it's got a locking mechanism in case you wanted to stow something in there that's valuable, and then you just pick up the handle, and it's that easy.
Wow, great use of space too. You don't have to hog up your sun pad back there too.
Right, this will also accommodate a porta potty, which a lot of people do there, and you're right, that typically takes up 5 feet by 2 feet of the boat. That's a lot of volume sucked out of the cockpit.
Absolutely.
Other standard features that they were able to incorporate was with the rear entry. They came up with a full boarding ladder over there,
right,
and nice safety gates as well.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the helm here. What do we have?
The helm's a full-featured helm, and it has all pin switches that are lighted on the end. And again, we didn't skimp and go with a fuse block. We have actual breakers under each unit, so we know if something goes wrong, the customer can swiftly address the issue right at the helm.
Well, I notice we have full instrumentation there too.
Full instrumentation. We have a Highline stereo in here as well, and a MP3 jack, or we can run a CD player through there, or just about anything. We also incorporated in this helm a dry storage space for charts or valuables that's hidden into the side of the helm. And actually, the warranty is a great feature. Our warranty is just like our $65,000 boat. It's a lifetime warranty on the deck, on the pontoons. The boat's all bolted together, so it's built just the same way with the same hardware and the expense that we put into our most expensive boats.
How's the storage on this boat?
Storage is great. We have storage under all these seats up here, and as well as you have snap storage in the side compartments,
right,
and storage under your whole back surround.
Mm-hmm. Show me the compartment there.
In here you'll see we have a drip gauge that in case it rains, it'll pull it all off so it doesn't get into your dry storage area, and it'll weep it to the rails of the boat. Right. So it dries out fast, you don't have a musty interior. The other thing about the front on here that I wanted to mention to you is docking lights are standard on this boat. And we don't put them in the railing in the front where they're going to get knocked out. We put them back in the fencing so they're a little bit higher. You got a little bit better view coming into your dock at night. And like I said, they don't get knocked out the first time you hit a dock.
I can see you've seen me dock before then. Huh? Tell me about the gate hardware here.
The gate is done in our theme for safety. What we have here is we have through bolted gates with heavy duty hinges. You know, a lot of people pop rivet their gates in,
right,
or they screw them in with a piano hinge. Well, over the years you get uncle on the boat with a 6-pack of beer and he sits on that gate. Pretty soon you got a carpet scratcher.
Right.
Well, we build a boat for a lifetime, and that's why we through bolt them, and this gate will always stay nice and square. We also put steel in our hinge, in our latches, so if somebody was to lean over to grab a post, they're not going to pop the gate out backwards.
Right. Great idea.
Another great hardware thing we do on this boat, again, we didn't try to make a cheap boat. We tried to make a valuable boat to the customer that we can beat up the cheap boats in our competition. We have cast round caps on the front instead of plastic or right-angled caps.
Right.
So the beginning docker can slide in a lot easier. And on our sides, we have cleats as well as storm cleats on our pontoons. So you can easily hang boat bumpers over the sides here as well as in the back.
Right, I hate those little eyes.
Right.
Give me a good cleat. Well, thanks, Dan. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
We just finished testing the Sunchaser DS22. It's powered by Mercury's 4-stroke 90 horsepower engine. Not a huge engine for a 22-foot, a true 22-foot pontoon with 25-inch tubes. We got actually really good performance out of it. Time to plane of 2.4 seconds, and we got to 20 miles an hour in 5 seconds even, with a top speed of 27.4 miles an hour, which is plenty fast enough to take the kids tubing and maybe some kids wakeboarding too. This is really set up for cruising. This is the entry-level boat for this brand, and they really have some nice luxurious features, so it's not all bare bones. Nice little package. For more information on the Sunchaser DS22 and other great boats, go to boatingworld.com. I'm Alan Jones, and we'll see you out on the water.